this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And this one complete again to Mims. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, The offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
47-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. There's Williams. What a catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Vikings 7.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marvin Mims from 21 yards away. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I will continue to go in that direction.
The Carr's throw complete to McBride. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Now, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Carr. This is taken in by McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw is Carr. There's the former Vikings, Stephon Diggs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught by Dell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Akers is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Carr. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown! Cam Akers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone. Because
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Marvin Mims with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just...
And he works free and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. In motion right, that's Dell. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On play action, now Carr. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll dump this off to Achane. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing every run say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. First down, Vikings.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, 734.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Here's Carr to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
What now?
Throwing on first down is Carr. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, is a premium for all of that now.
Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Carr. A short one here, caught by McBride. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's complete to Dell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Williams, 26 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line.
14 more yards. That's another.
From midfield, here's Carr. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Carr will try it again on second down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr. And it's a Packers touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a bit closer. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to get away. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
34.
To throw his car. He gets this complete to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That is caught by Dell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Here's 1st down. Throwing his car. That's caught by Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd down, goal to go. Carr to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll dump this off to Akers. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Vikings are going to get the football here